Ây do là một cha cho chào mừng mọi người đến với stream của mình Lemon Rasamidi. Hello cả nhà, hello Nguyễn Hạnh, hello Saka, hello Dino Kacha. Chào mừng đến với stream. Hôm nay mọi người thế nào? Đầu tuần ổn chứ? Tôi thì cũng gọi là tạm ổn. Khá enough. Yeah, maybe. Somehow. Yeah. Ok, hello mọi người. Đây thì ăn uống gì chưa? Hôm nay không ổn tí nào, sao vậy? Vụ gì xảy ra, Nguyễn Hành? Vụ gì xảy ra? Hôm nay em cầm nạn đánh đứa làm em gãy chân. Khá quá Saka ơi. Tiếp tục đi. Tiếp tục đi. Nhưng mà thôi đừng có quánh nhiều quá nha, mất công nó báo của bà là chết bà luôn á. Đuổi mai mới bắt được. Đàm. Thôi thì nói chung là chắc là nó cũng không có cố ý đâu, cho nên là thôi tha cho nó đi Saka ơi. Thì còn tôi thì hôm nay tôi đó là một số kế hoạch cho cũng như là chuẩn bị giống như là được Minecraft mod sắp tới là vào thứ bảy này, thì tôi đang cố gắng chuẩn bị một số thứ để giả sử như là tôi bắt cóc một số dân làng đại loại vậy, và tôi có thêm một số, đặc biệt tôi có thêm một số mod vào nữa cho cái buổi survival nó thú vị hơn kiểu vậy. Không biết là mà hôm nay em mới biết là cái đứa làm em vấp ngã. Nó sao? Dạ nói chung là trong Minecraft thì đã thêm mắm dặm muối vô rồi, và tiếc á là không có thêm boss rồi, nhưng mà kiểu là tiếc là nó sẽ không có thêm được phần boss nhiều nữa. Đại loại như là kiểu nó sao nhỉ? Đại loại như là mấy con boss của Mother muốn có mấy con boss đó trong nhưng mà trong Minecraft trong đợt này mà cái version không đạt được tới mức đó, cho nên là không có được. Tiếc cái chỗ đó. Nếu mà muốn chơi ở mod Mother thì phải giảm xuống version tệ nhất là 1.82 1.18 chứ nhầm, lộn 1.82 1.18 thì mới có. Mày chẳng lẽ bây giờ bắt đau lại đi lại nữa, khổ lắm trời ơi. Tôi mới vừa rào chắn nguyên cái núi thành ra chúa núi. Là đứa em trai ruột má nó giấu em để cục đá đó, thế là em bị vấp. Ồ trời. Rồi vậy là kiểu là nó cũng không cố tình đúng không? Dạ nó không cố tình, nhưng mà nó để cục đá đó để chủ yếu là cho em té chơi cho vui thôi, nhưng kết quả là vấp cái cục đá. Đâu đấy, đâu. Ok, rồi lịch trình hôm nay ha mọi người. Lịch trình của tháng này, tuần này chứ nhầm, tháng này. Let's go. Đây. Lịch của tuần này sẽ gồm có là Genshin Impact lúc 8 giờ tối. Thì đa phần tất cả các game sẽ lúc 8 giờ tối ha. Do ngoài trừ Minecraft mod tôi sẽ chờ lúc 5 giờ 30 bởi vì có nhiều thứ tôi cần phải làm ở trong đó. Cho nên là đợt vừa rồi là vào thứ bảy là Minecraft mod tôi không đủ thời gian. Tôi mò đi bộ từ cái chỗ khởi đầu cho tới tìm được một cái gọi là cái núi anh đào của tôi, là giờ nó mất bài nó 2 tiếng đồng hồ rồi, cho nên là tôi cần thêm thời gian như vậy. Yeah, ngoài ra thì tụi mình sẽ có là Pokemon Nightfall, lại là một con game Pokemon kinh dị nữa, đi đôi với lại Test với lại Dawn ha. Thì rồi thứ bảy đến lục thứ tư là Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Card. Thứ năm là vẫn là series Mega Man Battle Network 2. Và thứ sáu là một con game kinh dị là tên là Teke Teke. Và chủ nhật, đặc biệt chủ nhật này sẽ có là một buổi mega collab với lại rất nhiều bạn vtuber khác ha. Lúc đó không có gì, lúc đó không có chú ý đến đường đi đâu. Dạ thì biết mà, thì mục đích của để đá để vấp ngã là vậy mà. Thôi thì chắc nó cũng không có cố ý đâu, nó chỉ có kiểu giỡn giỡn với em thôi, nhưng mà thành ra là nó hơi bị quá chớn, chắc là vậy. Đấy, đây là lịch của tuần này ha mọi người. Các thành viên khác thì dạ tôi cũng không biết nữa, bởi vì là trước mắt là thấy Quỳ với là Karin là có vấn đề cá nhân cho nên là sẽ không có stream rồi. Ở CV thì sao tôi cũng không rõ, nhưng mà có thể là thanh niên đó là đang tịnh dưỡng, bởi vì là mới vừa stream 24 giờ mà nói thiệt tôi cũng ngạc nhiên về CV nữa, kiểu dạo gần đây thấy CV chăm stream 24 giờ vãi, không hiểu lý do. Ây da. Đấy. Còn vụ Genshin ngày hôm nay thì Genshin ngày hôm nay là tiếp tục với hành trình cuộc sống trong tù trong vòng 45 ngày ở trong Genshin. ở Fontaine chứ nhầm. Dạ yeah. Thì tôi cũng chẳng biết làm cái giống ồn gì ở trong tù nữa, giúp người mà cũng bị tù, đi tù nó khổ ghê. Cuộc sống. Thế đại đồ cá trà hôm nay thế nào? Hôm nay thế nào em? Nhầm. Em đau cuộc sống quá. Là sao, là do là tối ngủ không đúng tư thế, hay là do là nguyên ngày hôm nay ngồi sai tư thế? Cố gắng ưỡn người ra đằng trước em. Ưỡn người tập cho cái cột sống chút cho nó hơi đau, nhưng mà và nó sẽ mau hết đau cột sống thôi. Hay da. Ok. Đấy. Rồi game thôi mọi người. Let's go. Rồi tắt mô đồ cái. Rồi. Mở cái chat lên nè. Mà tính ra là không biết mọi người thi giữa kỳ xong chưa ấy nhỉ? Tôi quên tắt cái volume. Ok, let's go. Tiếp tục hành trình thôi. mấy cái giai đoạn thì cái tìm cơ hội đi quanh thu thập manh mối về thịt kỳ lạ. Yes rồi. Hello Toshiro.
Oh, hello.
Anh người có phải đi đại công thức không?
Sorry, I couldn't help but think of His Grace once I saw you. Oh, it's hard to say. Maybe I am.
Phải vô cùng uy lực khiến tôi cảm thấy mình ồ đạp. Hey, có Leo thế nào? Hello Thanh Quốc Music. Ngày hôm nay nó tạm gọi là ổn ấy, dù là hơi mập một chút. Bây giờ tiếp tục nhiệm vụ ở trong tù thôi chứ sao? Không biết được đi phá tù không nhỉ? Vô Ngao Thiên Phụng, chào mừng đến với stream. Ngày hôm nay bấm một hit ra ngay kỳ ngon. Thật ra hôm nay trong series tôi mới vừa quay trúng Geralt đây. Geralt C1. Hello John. Nhưng mà ý là ông muốn tìm cái gì Toshiro? Tìm tài nguyên gì? À, sao biển á. Ra là vậy. Chà, đáng tiếc tôi không giúp ông được chà.
Oh, I was injured a bit just now. Nothing.
Paimon wouldn't have thought someone as experienced.
I just knew you would say
Thì chờ khoảng 2 ngày nữa để nó reset lại.
Yeah. The rumors say that there's never anybody in the infirmary in the half hour before lunch. Forget it. I can take.
Ủa gì mình làm thám tử ở đây nữa hả? Thế là Ngọc Hương nó một đống ở trên đường nữa. Thì đúng là vậy, nhưng mà có điều là đó, nhưng mà có điều là đi tương đương với cái đó thì nâng nó cũng nhiều nữa, cho nên là kiểu khi xài hết rồi thì phải chờ 2 ngày nữa.
Wonderful. I was worried that you'd be busy trying to earn reward coupons all the time, but it seems like you haven't neglected your investigation work.
Paimon likes having more coupons, but no one wants to work all the time.
Dạ mấy con bò mới khó kiếm thấy bà nội luôn.
And you happened to catch me. My brother is still obsessed with anything remotely. Oh, before I forget, this.
Credit coupon.
I've been here longer than you.
Sớm hơn các vị nên tôi thấy con là tài nguyên thiếu thốn.
Would it?
That's so nice of you, LUheid.
Chơi được 2 năm vẫn ăn nằm một bí cảnh. Gì nghe ghê vậy Toshiro? Hello Edgar. Hola. Ông quay Nezuma hồi nào vậy? Cái này là nick chính của tôi, nick bên server châu Âu, không phải châu Á. Châu Á thì Gia tôi qua lâu rồi. Châu Âu thì tôi qua lâu rồi, chứ còn châu Á thì Gia vẫn còn kẹt ở đó. Chơi từ phiên bản 1 vẫn chưa full 9 sao La Hoàng 12. La Hoàng thì nó đổi mỗi tháng mà. Rồi cảm nhận được thế giới rất khác con người. Rồi chân phải nổ hết 3 cái vải. Tôi không nổ ra được cái chấn của thằng Gracias đây. Ok, đi xuống nữa. Tôi đi đường này cho lẹ đi, mệt quá. Ôi da, mình còn chưa có. Mọi người cho tôi đi làm cái nhiệm vụ cá nhân. Đi bụp với thằng kia cái đó. để lấy đồ để nâng thằng Real Test Lake á. Quên mất luôn ấy, nhưng bây giờ mới nhớ ra. Bạn hôm nay bên tôi hơi yếu nha. Từ phiên bản 2.8 tới giờ banner nào cũng chưa lên. Diễn ngon. Tôi nhớ là cái hồi mà tôi còn dư dả tiền bạc, tôi đạp vô đây là ngày nào lần nào nói chung là cái banner rồi tôi cũng quay và tôi đều dính đúng nhân vật tôi cần. Và từ khi mà chơi cái bản từ khi mà không còn nạp nữa, cái tình hình lệch của tôi thì nó đã tăng lên. Tôi không qua được Inazuma, chỉ cần cách vượt biển xét đánh còn không mà thì... Ủa sao không qua được? Cứ làm nhiệm vụ chính là tới được cái nhiệm vụ của Inazuma thôi. Xong nhiệm vụ chính của Liga là nó qua được Inazuma mà. Nên nó cho nạ lệch đó phải. Rồi, Abed. À thế.
Everybody stand back. Clouds high. The birds call. Transfiguration. Cryo incarnate.
Wait now. Have a safe trip.
Why do they never miss? Wind Strider. Adventure time. Let's light it up. One with nature. Take your true form.
Let's begin.
Into the wind.
A moment, please.
One with nature. Let's light it up.
Let's begin.
Ây da.
The wind knows me. Transfiguration. One with nature. Let's light it up. Going now.
Hello chào. Bạn ổn mày.
Into the wind. Unleash.
Rồi, hiệp 2. Let's go. Đây.
As one with wind and cloud.
Ủa chạy rồi.
By ordinance divine.
Ê, rồi xong. Không để ý, ham đánh quá.
We go.
Cái chạy rồi.
My will embodied.
Let's light it up. Transfiguration.
My will embodied.
Ây da. Không phải à. Ê, tiếp. Còn 2 cái nữa. Chắc là đánh thằng Gracias. Cái gì ta? Thằng Samoche với lại gì? Signora luôn. Mọi người biết cái cháu tôi nó gọi cái gì thằng Samoche là cái gì không? Là Samoche. Nó hỏi mình, nó hỏi cậu ơi, cậu đánh giúp con thằng Samoche được không? Nói, hả? Samoche là thằng nào? Ở trong Genshin. Ủa đó, mày có suy nghĩ, ủa thằng nào tên là Samoche ở trong đó? Cái là thiệt. Theo như kiểu tôi làm tắt gì đó hả? Là sao? Ceremony meow. Dạ kiểu mình cũng phải hồi máu nó trước để hay dạ. Chắc là khó chịu nhất cũng chỉ là mấy cái cây súng của thằng Samoche thôi, thằng đó thôi chứ cũng ngoài ra cũng không có gì khó đánh ở thằng đó. Có cái gì? Có Raiden á, Raiden đánh mới là mệt chứ còn bọn này đánh dễ mà. Đi cạo đầu tụi nó mấy hồi đâu. Cái như cái hệ thống kinh. À, rồi hiểu rồi. Tôi biết ông ở đâu rồi. Dạ, ông nên cẩn thận bình máu của mình đấy. Cái đó nó hút máu đấy. Không phải hút máu mà nó làm giảm máu của ông liên tục ấy. Ngồi đánh đó mà cứ tối màn lại. Đó nó chỉ có mệt cái chỗ là mình phải canh cái lượng máu của mình thôi, chứ còn ngoài ra thì cũng không đến nỗi là quá khó để đánh cho nó. Có chỗ đó. Để cái gì chỉ cho. Cái chỗ đó để lấy cái viên ngọc và cái viên ngọc bị ô nhiễm á.
Adventure time.
Rồi, anh bạn Sakamoche của tôi.
Bow before me, worm.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Wind
Mày,
strike.
bà đổ mày.
Take your true form.
Này.
Feeble human.
Off we go.
Ây da.
Or power.
The birds come. Do your master's bidding.
Come on, kids. Stay cool. Face your guilt. You cannot defy me, mortal.
Heo nè.
At my command, you shall fall. Insignificant past.
Ây da.
Adventure time. Why do they never miss? Don't worry, I got this. This is just my
This insect.
Nó bấm lùn nút á.
Defy me, mortal. My endless cycle begins.
Rồi mấy có cục xanh để sửa máy rèn đó. Cục xanh cái máy rèn đó, đúng rồi đấy. Có một cái máy rèn ở gần pháo đài Fontaine, pháo đài gì đó. Đang cố gắng tôi cũng đang cố gắng thu thập cho đủ cục xanh đó.
Tremble.
Wow, hình như là 7 cục hay sao á. Đấy, tới giờ đấy.
Transfiguration.
Khó nè.
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike. Cryo incarnate.
Let's begin. This could get a little chilly. I can't lose it all again.
Ok, dây cót cần nhưng mà cái chuông Daka thì mình lại không cần. Kệ đi. Kiểu đang cố gắng tìm cho hết á, bây giờ mình cũng không biết là cái tìm hình như là tôi có là khoảng 5 cái rồi thì mà tôi còn tìm thêm 3 cái nữa. Rồi để coi kiểm tra lại coi là mình có bao nhiêu cái. À đây. Một bản đồ có 4 cái à. Ok thì cái mà Toshiro nói tới á là từ xíu. Nó ở đâu đó ở cái khu vực đâu nhỉ? Dạ nó đâu đó gần khu vực này nè, hình như là vậy, nhớ không lầm. Từ từ. Dạ nó ở trong khu vực này nè, phải không ta? Từ từ để coi lại coi. Nhìn mấy cái này nó bị rối. Dạ. Phía đông núi Esu á. Yep. Còn cái tiệm cái rèn á hả? Cái rèn ở đâu á nhờ, quên mất rồi. Rèn nó ở dưới lòng nước ấy, đâu đó. Quên mất cái rèn ở đâu rồi ta? Thì tôi quên mất rồi, bởi vì là nó, tôi nhớ là nó đâu đó ở thế còn nhiều, chỗ này nhiều chỗ quá. Ừ đúng rồi. Nó cái tiệm đèn nó ở đâu đó ở cái mấy cái khu vực này nè. Ở vòng vòng ở đâu đó chỗ này nè. Chấp qua nhà tù. Giờ nhảy qua bên Inazuma cái. Đập xích vô ra một trận cái. Trước tiên là thiên phú chương 1.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Yeah, whatever, girl.
Light it up! Take your true form.
Run away now.
Into the frozen void.
A moment, please.
Let's light it up.
All right.
Detestable. Transfiguration. Into the frozen void.
Hello Sa, hello em. Chào mừng đến với stream.
Off we go. Off we go.
Yeah.
Adventure time. Off we go.
Rồi.
Adventure time.
Bà chị đã nóng, bà chị đã nóng. Bà chị đã nóng.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Wind strike. Do your master's bidding.
Let's begin. Stay cool and face your guilt.
My will embodied. Let's light it up. Not every wound will heal.
Dạ dạ, bà muốn nói bà chưa cũng được bà nội.
Take your true form.
Rồi cho chị quay đi.
Must burn.
You spin me right round, baby right round. À dạ.
I always bounce back. Just watch me. adventure time. Who dares? Go in. Call me a witch.
Có xem ai gọi bà là witch nào?
Transfiguration.
A moment, please.
À,
Get a little chilly.
hết việc. Anh chị, Hùng ơi, đâu rồi? Có mụ già này.
Let's light it up. Take your true form. I never asked for redemption. Never.
Nè, tim thì không cần. Phải cả đại bảo đoàn tên quả mốc công một mặt. Ok, đi đổi đồ cái. À, hình như chưa làm nhiệm vụ của ngày hôm nay nữa thì phải. Ngạc nhiên chưa? Nhìn cái mọi người biết không? Nhìn trong mấy cái game á, nhìn cây anh đào rất là đẹp cho đến khi tôi vô Minecraft. Cây anh đào nó cũng đẹp. Nhưng mà nó cũng là một cái thứ gì đó làm tôi rất là mệt. Bởi vì là cánh hoa mệt phải nồi. Xây dựng lên nó khổ. Được Inazuma. Cần hoa. Câu hỏi hay. Why? Cái gì ngon 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 rồi cái mà lem là cái gì ba cái gì vậy? Rồi tạm ăn cái này đi. Nướng thì nướng cho hết luôn. Mấy cục trắng á. Mấy cục trắng mấy cục gì? Mấy cục trắng cục cấp 1. Vẫn đang suy nghĩ. Của con nào? Của con nào? Nâng cho con nào? Là Zareleo mới vừa xử mấy con boss tuần. Mới vừa đi test mong Signora xong. Với đi cạo lông con sâu Apex. Và bắt nạt thằng Signature. Thằng Sakamoche. Làm gì đi. Yeah. để nâng skill mấy con bên Inazuma, con Wonder kiếm cách đánh mấy con mấy cái cục trắng á. Cục trắng nào nhờ? Để tôi coi vô trong cái cửa hàng coi thử cục trắng nào ta. Biết thì để chỉ cho. Phấn hoa hả hay gì? Đâu, phấn hoa là của bên Sumeru mà. Nền trắng xám ấy. Ấy. À, cái mấy cái chuột kiếm. À ra là vậy. Dạ kiếm này lâu vãi rồi. Công nhận kiếm này mệt. Còn của nhưng mà đâu đến nỗi, chỉ là nó nằm rải rác thôi mà. Của Sakamocha, và Sakamocha cũng là kiếm cách. Ronin thì thường là ở khu vực này là nhiều. Rồi ở nguyên cái đường này nữa nè. Ở chỗ này nó cũng có nè. Ở ngay trước doanh trại là có một thằng cà chớn đứng nè. Rồi đâu nữa nè? Đâu nữa ta? Hình như ở ngay cái chỗ này nè. Ở cái khu vực này nè cũng có nè. Bên đây nữa. Yeah. Hay đảo Chiren cũng có. Về thằng một chuyện nhưng mà kiểu có nó tụ lại nhưng cái ray mấy cái xanh nó thấp. Mấy cái màu trắng thì mình nâng nó lên. Chịu khó nâng thôi chứ bây giờ đâu còn cách nào đâu. Bây giờ tôi còn phải là cái này. Tập 5 thằng để có một cái của lời chuyện khác. Yeah. Nhưng mà thì chịu khó mình nâng nó lên thôi chứ sao giờ. Tôi lúc đó tôi cũng vậy mà. Kiểu đánh mấy cái chui có bao nhiêu cái ghép nó lại thành cái tốt hơn cái cấp 2, cấp 3 vậy đó. Bởi kêu đó là mỗi lần mà trước con gì trước khi mà tới cái banner của nó là tranh thủ mình đi lấy đồ của thằng đó trước đi, để tới khi có nó là mình chỉ nâng một lượt chó nhanh. Sài Gòn à, vô tình ra là vậy. Vậy thôi khỏi xài. Đơn giản khỏi xài, để chân cho đẹp thôi. Về rồi thì nâng. Dạ. Leo đánh mấy con gì? Mấy con quái huyền thoại chưa? Mấy con mà siêu châu bên Hotel. À đánh rồi. Mấy cái con mấy con quái dưới nước đúng không? Đánh rồi. Thực ra là tụi nó không có châu đến vậy đâu, chỉ chủ yếu là mình dùng cái của nó thôi, như mấy con cua này nọ ấy, đâu có châu đâu. Từ bao nhiêu nè? 15. Có cái bánh của nó đấy. Như là cá đuối, cặp cá đuối thì mình cứ né cho đến khi nào mà nó dồn chiêu á, nó lại có một cái dây nối á, thì mình có chiêu cá đuối, chiêu của cá đuối á, mình phóng mấy con quái hiện tượng là mấy cái cỗ máy á hả? Dạ mấy cỗ máy thì tôi có đánh, cũng có đánh rồi. Mày hình như mình lấy lộn. Ồ dạ mình lấy lộn thiệt. mình lấy lộn thiệt. Không phải cái này. Lộn ơi. Ok. Tiếp. Là nhiệm vụ tiếp. À đặc phụ bằng pha tui á hả? Dạ. Yeah. Họ nó đánh mệt thiệt. Tôi nói thiệt. Từ cái hồi đầu game cho tới giờ tôi ghét nhất cái lũ đặc vụ của pha tui luôn á. Kiểu tụi nó lên giáp lên giáp nguyên tố của tụi nó cái trâu vãi rồi. Thà như mà các hệ nguyên tố thì không nói, mà một khi mà cùng hệ nguyên tố hay cái gì đó đại loại gì là thôi thấy mẹ tôi luôn. Ủa vãi nồi sâu thế. Rồi mình tới thiên đàng rồi hả? À đặc phụ nữ. Ôi rồi xong đúng luôn. Eo ơi mình phá game rồi. Phá game ơi. Một khoảng trời vô định. Khổ ghê không? Raspberry khỏi map luôn thiệt chứ. À, có ai làm như tôi không? Hồi chúng cái lần là tôi thừa cái vụ nó bị gọi là nó bị chậm render kiểu này ấy. Rồi tôi thừa cơ hội tôi tới mấy cái chỗ mà tôi không có tới được, chưa có tới được để lấy đồ.
Hey, it's the traveler and pop. Listen, I feel ashamed about last time.
Huh?
But when I was welcoming you, I didn't do any. Come on, I insist.
Ai dục nhiều thế. Ồ hello. Tìm thấy cô em rồi.
Siegewing? Aren't you supposed to be in the infirmary? Hello, traveler. Hi. Everyone's usually busy around now, and we don't have any patients to look after in the infirmary. Enjoy? It's really worth watching. I often stand here and
Đáng
observe
yêu
everyone.
và thú vị.
Humans.
Đạp.
Are you talking about pets or people? Oh, I can see why you think that, but you shouldn't jump. See, we Melazines are a different species, and we see the world very differently from humans. Wait, Melazines can see that? Yes. Running around tending to everyone's health is very... Take care of your body. We'll definitely take care.
Rồi, sao đó? Tụi mày chủ đừng bắt tao đi lên nha. Oh, come on. Cái qua tìm cả buổi trời mà chẳng được gì hết.
Oh, you want to stop investigating? Okay, you should rest up.
Rồi cái giám nói mình đang bị bắt cóc khi ngủ lắm
So
à.
after working a few days
Ủa, tưởng có chứ.
straight, has our investigation turned up anything useful recently? Really? Well, we'll keep. Oh, Paimon doesn't want to get up. Paim, what do you have planned for us?
Không muốn gì nữa nên
After working here but doing this. Yeah.
hello Kay, chào mừng đến với stream. Hôm nay em không stream à? Chàng cái mấy đi, thôi bậy rồi. Đừng.
Just a regular. What would you like to do this? Knowing child, he must have.
Đừng cắn bậy em, chết đấy. Hôm nay không có lịch.
Oh, back for another try? All right, then get ready.
Đến nữa hả?
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said.
Dạo gần đây đói quá. Cái gì tệ chứ vậy em? Hello chim.
Your strength really shouldn't. Nobody who values their life would be willing. However, just go talk to Rusimov. Buy a ticket for whichever fighter you.
But we don't.
That's normal.
He's got a point. Why don't we give it a.
Bet at random, huh?
Huh? We shouldn't get too carried away. What's the problem?
What? I never even picked a boxer before, and you already know about the rules? You're not just strong fighters. Seems you're pretty perceptive, too. Might as well tell you about it, since you already know that much. Besides, I don't want to risk ever losing a customer. Okay.
Quy tắc ngầm là nếu trước khi trận đấu bắt đầu mua vé thì sáng hôm sau xảy ra.
So the rule is that we shouldn't pick both boxers in the same fight. But if anyone actually did that, what do you mean by?
How would I know? No, but I've heard a story about the according to the rumor, there was a masked boxer who possessed incredible skill and power. None of his opponents even stood a chance. However, in the final match, the organizers told him to take off his mask. He refused and never showed up to the fight. And after that, he was never seen again. Some say he died.
He
was taken care of. In his eyes, supporting both boxers in a match would dishonor the competition.
So you mean it's like a curse?
No, he was always wearing a mask.
Rồi có mùi giống như thằng Gracias quá nhở?
Traveler, do you think that boxer was? Huh?
You're not. Look, here I was just trying to be.
Yeah, it sounds pretty scary to Paimon.
Wow. Phải bắt hổ trong hang chứ nhở?
Set you back about 3,000 credit coupons. If you have enough, then go.
Chứ hình như mình đủ mà, 3.000 đủ mà. Gì? Nghe nói có thành tựu biển con. Ồ, có vụ đó đó. Mới á. Về dự sức rồi.
After working years, but doing this... Yeah.
Quay lại đó đánh thôi.
Maybe we'll be able to find...
Rồi, let's go. Vô đập vài trận đây.
Are you two here to buy tickets? Better be quick.
Who are the boxers in the next round?
We have the reigning champ,
Vâng, quân danh tiếng là Liêu
from the Eastern Prison Block, Demon Horde.
Are those their nicknames, or did they choose...
Since you're new around here, I'll help you out and give you a little suggestion. Even though the grappler is the crowd favorite. Anyway, for this match, I recommend... Huh? For both fighters? I could tell you're new to this, but maybe you don't quite understand the rules, no?
Oh, no need.
All right then, if you're absolute...
Yeah.
Và tôi đang chờ bị bắt đây. Bây giờ sang anh là ra là vậy.
We woke up so early today that pipe...
Hey, traveler, Paimon. Package here for you. The next time you buy something, go pick it up yourself. I'm not a delivery man, you know.
Bình tĩnh nào. Khó tính thế.
Huh? A package? For us? Did you buy something, traveler? Paimon's not quite awake yet, so why don't you go take a look? All right. Yesterday we broke the hidden rule and bought tickets for both boxers. Oh, maybe this package is the... Paimon suddenly feels wide awake. Wait, maybe let Paimon go hide somewhere first. Just...
Vậy.
Hey, wait! Paimon's still here! Don't open it! Let Paimon take...
Trà nước.
It's just a small bottle. But the color of the liquid inside looks so wrong. Almost like... Alright, that's enough of that. No need to say it out loud. Paimon already knows what you're trying to say. Ugh, no way. Get that stuff away from Paimon. Paimon thinks we shouldn't open the bottle. What do you have planned for us? Though it feels nice.
Đi làm thôi.
I'm not very good at
Cô ta vì mới như châu bái.
Who are you?
I'm not. Of course I'm not. Please, don't mistake me.
Then what are...
I'm a promoter for Fontico, and I'm usually responsible for promoting our drink products. I thought I could complete my task here.
Oh, a promoter from...
After discussing, however, in light of our... let me take a moment and recall his exact word. I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, it seems you don't fully understand the value. But as for the latter, only... Anyway...
well, he is the head honcho here.
Fine, fine.
Vài ca bất mãn với công tước à. Đi vào đấu trường nữa hả?
Hey, what are these papers scattered all over the ground? Maybe not. Every page has the Fontico symbol on it. Okay. Oh, you're right. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, we have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trial. We have decided to only conduct closed... Sure doesn't seem like any... let's put these papers back where we...
Sản phẩm mới hả? Hello, Colin.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You bought tickets to support both fighters, didn't ya?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious package, but we still haven't made any...
So it is real. You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did?
Paimon's not sure. What do you think, Traveler? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you two don't seem to have changed. Still, I didn't expect you would actually do it. You'd actually throw away coupons like...
Even if we bought tickets like everybody else, when it comes to things like...
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from it. We make so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the...
Oh, so it's the...
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Thì lòi ra là có thêm cái công ty Fonta này đằng sau nữa hả? Interesting. Trời ơi, cuộc sống trong tù. Để coi hôm nay được cái gì không.
All right, but remember... Lucky meal? Looks like hard work. Paimon's gonna take her time and save her What would you like to do this...
Tại thời chắc không có manh mối gì nữa, có lẽ nên đến khu sản xuất làm việc hoặc là đâu. Để tới khu sản xuất làm việc đi. Cứ mở từ từ nó mới ra cái thành tựu. Đó.
A mysterious box, a bottle of crimson. Do you have any ideas, traveler? Really? Well,
cái nhiệm vụ này coi bộ lâu ấy. Rồi, sao nữa? Hoàn thành
okay. So we better pick up the pace with our investigation, otherwise we'll never get any. Yeah, let's get work.
quy tắc của một góc xã hội.
Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the...
If that's what you want to know.
Huh?
Leonid and those other
Tôi đang ghé trong đám Leonid đang làm việc rồi, bí mật.
I wouldn't want them.
We get it, just...
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds?
Phát ra âm thanh kỳ lạ vào lúc nửa đêm.
Ever go near them at night. Even
something even more terrible.
A group of cannibals.
Cannibals?
Phải.
Fortress of Meripede?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might, but what's even scarier is that they have us. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the...
Paimon might already know what you mean by...
You two look pretty skeptical. I've got things to do too.
Ta có mùi lửa đá ta.
Can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh and Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know... when will all the secret...
Bây giờ làm gì đó?
Vita isn't here.
What?
What are you talking about?
Dạ, cậu bộ là không phải là ai cũng biết nha.
Just stay.
Biết, nhưng mà trốn.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us. But if they're being so oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon. So you mean we...
Hỏi thăm ca ngục ở khu sinh hoạt. Phải. Tôi đúng cổ vũ hai người đảm bảo gì? Bảo đoàn đánh nhau. Nghe có bộ vui nhỉ? Hello, Fielding.
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
We just want to ask you a simple... Have you ever discovered anything odd during your...
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern.
Well... Right! We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sense...
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days.
So, what happened?
They just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month, and it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can report the issue to my
Oh, okay. Then we'll...
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight, someone will...
Don't worry, we don't want any...
Cái gì thằng ở trong đây mà muốn bụp vô mặt kia nhỉ?
So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned? Right, both are a positive. Paimon knew... So tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate. Whatever. Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already?
Rồi bị sao rồi? Cái vision của Chao hiện lên nữa. Thì bằng bên đêm hả? Oh, now we're talking. Ra là vậy nhờ. Rồi cho vượt cục rồi.
Oh, it looks like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time? Really? So we're finally Okay, well...
Hello, my Cassie, chào mừng đến với stream.
Shh, careful. We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us. Uh-oh, this...
Ủa?
Careful! We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
Phải cái đi vậy mà nó không thấy hay thiệt chứ.
This should be the place.
Mình ở đâu đây? Hello everyone.
I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to say.
What you say? Yeah, so what if they were? If you push us, we can make those...
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway?
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitory...
Yeah,
Ủa sợ quá cơ.
Nothing worth seeing here. Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what boss said when he left?
Ồ, boss set luôn.
Do you know our boss? Whoa. We had no idea our boss was such a big deal. He always kept his identity. So, did he have you come here to find us?
Oh, so your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So, unless he somehow told you the... Oh.
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come...
We gave him the business for a while and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the fortress of Maripede. But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up... You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided...
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. And as his crew, if the boss wants something, so... We got to work and use the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule. We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near
Giờ
here,
không dám
prisoner
bén
or
mảng thôi.
guard.
Và các bác hiểu chào.
It sure is easy, but has a child already escaped? Why are you all still...
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end. It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But boss still insisted on going in. It's like he... So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone. And that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here.
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because...
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must have...
is it
Nothing could ever defeat boss or slow him down. It's one thing we know for sure.
Okay.
Wow, tin tưởng chào dữ vậy.
I was just brainstorming possibilities.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
À ha, sure. Hello. Bà 4.2 là chuẩn bị đi đánh lộn với Chao lần nữa. Hình như tôi nghe nói là vậy.
The way up from here has been sealed off. Its boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been it's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Do you think Child got trapped by...
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto. Just be sure to tell...
It's getting late. We should leave before...
Yeah, we would...
Dạ, và chúng ta sẽ phải đi lặn. Yep, đi lặn.
When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? Why is Child... Fortunately, though, now that we can...
Xong. Rồi giờ tàu sang dưới biển sâu.
It's morning already.
Có cái thẻ gì kìa?
Still needs more sleep. Huh? Wait, look over there. It's one of Linny's cards. Let Paimon see what's written. Maybe you haven't heard, but
Hôm nay là
today
ngày
is
tự
the
do
monthly
mỗi tháng,
free
mỗi
day.
lần. Tôi
Everyone
không
has
còn
the
làm việc.
day
Đây
off
là
today,
thời điểm
which
tốt
makes
để
it
đi
the
chơi.
perfect time to do some investigating. It's been
Oh,
a
I
while
already...
since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our usual. Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making.
Tôi mò được cả một cái di tích ngon. Ok, chương 4 màn 4. Ngôi sao tỏa sáng dưới biển sâu. Tôi vừa bị cúp điện. Ai? Rồi có điện lại rồi hả? Có điện lại chưa? Thôi thì đáng, thôi thì nát rồi.
Hey, you over there?
Chập chờn. Gì đây?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games?
Oh hell no. Bố không chơi bài đâu.
You TCG play?
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding... all right.
But why would you be...
There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, sure.
Great!
I thought you would have already...
Why don't you?
All right. Have you heard any strange... Ben, did you... There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lover. I never really found their gossip very... If you're interested.
Good.
Let me... Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of therapy before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how to go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of Forbidden Zone? Sounds like...
It's just a rumor.
Anything else?
Khoan, máy tôi đang bị xoay, đang lắc thôi. Máy xoay thì đã rồi. Chứ bên tôi vẫn bình thường mà.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the
Người
surface
trên
act
cạn
like
đều
robots
từ xem mà là quý tộc
raising
mà
grass.
quan tâm đến những con
Do
thỏ.
anything...
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a...
I don't buy...
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start up?
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up... Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they want to hire someone like you?
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we... That's true.
Yeah.
There's a group of people over there.
So I said, that's not a faucet.
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like...
What's the matter?
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine.
You hear that, Quisto?
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
Really?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a person?
A little mistake, huh?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon.
Rồi chúng tôi là anh em bùng nổ, tất nhiên.
Bombshell bros, but don't worry, we're not.
So, you two...
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things... Whoa, all this info's worth something.
I don't mind him. Quit the welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out
Còn
with
đây
these
đều
welfare
công sức của tôi.
meals.
Đàm.
I've been working...
Oh.
You are correct. I am a true professional. Since you like my cooking.
Câu hình miệng của anh thấy được.
Listen, kids. The power structure within the fort... You've already met the one
Those who have the Duke's attention get all
Think on
kinds of...
I know who you...
But did you know...
I don't care if he was a researcher...
Wow. Thì đây như vậy thì nói một người tên Situation.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him...
You mean he hit a woman?
But that Lorvine...
Wait a second.
Do you think it... Could it be that... They're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
Whoa!
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine be...
Ra đây chơi một lần cũng không chơi được. Dạ, đi gặp Lenny thôi. Kiểu đồ họ khiến chóng mặt. Có một số người không chịu nổi được với cái kiểu đồ họa của game nhỉ. Alright, we're here. Mấy cái bình đó cũng khả nghi lắm á. Okay, Lily, where are ya?
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found...
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boat.
Oh, as expected of the legendary... Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all. He is a harbinger after all. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find... Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his
escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after it.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much. It's the least I can do. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information is...
Now, let me think. To find out more information, and if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now.
You can even estimate how long...
We've been working together for a long time. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
Yeah, sure.
And there's just one last... Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master... Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So...
What do you want us to do?
Well, I won't call it easy per se. Listen carefully.
You'll need to
Lấy vào
find an
phòng y tế
excuse
để
to
điều
get into
tra
the
tình hình
infirmary.
nội bộ.
You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people. Investigate the internal, but also there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes. Oh, my apology.
But that's not a bad thing, right? All right, then we'll head.
Let's go our separate.
Ok. Hôm nay chia sẻ thế nào chia sẻ? Không biết là có hoàn thành xong được cái cốt truyện hết cốt truyện vào cái gì ta? Cốt truyện chính vào stream này không?
Hey, stay here for now, Punt. There seem to be several people inside.
Chân cũng đỡ rồi, nice. Chân đỡ là tốt rồi.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here.
Eo.
Someone, please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't... Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion? Could it be... Let me take a look. Please, lie down. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our work. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and... Don't sense serious damage to your organs. And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a what about here? Oh, I understand. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing. So, and
Tù
there
nhân
have
phản
been
ánh
other
vấn đề
inmates
về
complaining about the food recently. Congratulations. The health risk is incredibly low. Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away just like...
Theo trong phòng là lúc nãy gọi con là viên là một trong những người thường xuyên có tin đồn về.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
His stomach ache's really bad.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best.
But it also looks like...
Well, that's true.
Oh,
That's true. That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress. Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes. You could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable help.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Có mối quan hệ không tốt, chỉ là trùng hợp đến. No. Giả bộ thôi.
please. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be...
Có gì lạ.
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively...
You just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what... I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to...
You really...
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? I'll accompany you two for a while. No.
I'm back. Did you rest like you promised?
No.
Thank you for getting our medicine.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days worth. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we
I remember.
Nói về chuyện này sao? Sao không có ấn tượng?
Yellow, huh? I understand.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. Your wife... Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the... So his primary symptoms are... Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides... No, his base constitution is quite good. So I'm sure... Got it! Paimon will hold the traveler to that for sure.
Thì mình chắc phải ngủ một giấc theo như vậy.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? We've been to lots of places together. So you're the best of companions.
You're
awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but well, now you can go back without a word. Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Dạ đúng, thật sự là có cái gì ở đây nè.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time? No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my little fish, and Paimon talked with Sijuin the Whoa, you really are super thorough.
Từ khóa nghi ngờ của mình lên cực. Đạp. Bàn bạc nhau dữ dằn dữ.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Vinny.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to...
That's good. That means we've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, LUheit has also
Wait, why is she getting...
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investment. LUheit also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be...
So that's what LUheit thinks.
Perhaps that's true. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling.
Well, everyone...
Since I see, glad to hear it. Then,
Is now really...
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. LUheit knows this as well, so this should be... Also, I'm her brother, remember?
Okay, then let...
Vậy thì mình phải lẻn vào.
LUheit should be here. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't LUheit?
No, LUheit rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she would... Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around.
Okay.
Dạ, con đường đó ở trong này nè.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. Could LUheit have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted... Let's look around here for some more clues.
Không lo lắng. Bộ chuyện bắt đầu thú vị rồi nha.
Signs of having been slept in.
That's the one LUheit must have used, right? You said she...
She would have set her mind, which means...
Lo cho em mình rồi.
There are some books here. These sure are some interest... She even has... Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium.
This is...
Is that all? The back. This is...
Show me, now!
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where Miss LUheit of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary on...
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into...
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no... You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by LUheit, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that, too. Why did... Don't panic. Just think everything over. Wait, you're right. The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Wriothesley...
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
Không phải FTC.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Risley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to... Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremini wouldn't have...
Về nhà tù lại đi so kết thúc.
That was our fault.
Thì cái
No, I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please tell...
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
con nhỏ này ngay từ đầu luôn. Không phải cái nó cười ạ.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll...
Is that so? Very well. Then please...
Nghe được rồi.
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Whoa! Are you
Damn.
okay?
These two. As expected, they've already... What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. Oh my! What's wrong with... Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Là con nhỏ này không vẻ như vẻ ngoài nha.
It's no use. We have to catch...
Lê, quay lại đây! Thôi!
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's
Sao con quỷ này nhanh thế? Get this, thank you. Đúng là không coi thường nhân viên của nhà tù được nha. Nhạy bén vãi.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremini, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. LUhet is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss LUhet is, although as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken—
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he—
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
Good point.
Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss LUhet that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the forbidden zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss LUhet is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
Damn.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. The bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame.
Nhiều trà ngon để thích đãi còn gửi tặng ngày.
I was looking forward to sharing it with her.
Đạp.
Both Monsieur LUhet and Lady
Hello,
Farina received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with.
All
I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Không còn cách nào đâu.
Lenny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own, and Miss LUhet tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2... Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Listen to the Traveler! If you can't talk to Lenny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of LUhet, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Việc 3 ngày liên tiếp thì sẽ ăn phúc lợi buổi trưa. Ngày thứ 3 sẽ là chúc mình điều tra rất kỹ. Rồi, chơi cái trò manh mối rồi. Chơi thật lạ. Thì
The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world very different. According to Collins, the I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't We often see Miss Sijwin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an I've been told that the infirmary... The Fonta promoter has been struggling According to Collins, the research notes said that the Melusine... We often see Miss The Fonta promoter has... Fonta's internal report... I've been told that the infirmary is...
Mấy cái nhà tù ở đâu nhỉ? Quên mất rồi. Kiểu nó ở gần nhà tù thôi chứ cũng không nhớ ở chỗ nào.
The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they at first we thought this strange means must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But she often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn them out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health. Sijwin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she... Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world the recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijwin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts... Alright, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to...
Okay. Được cho là cái máu nè. Thì lục đánh. Rồi
The Fonta promoter has been struck. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial.
Đúng một cái.
The research notes said that the Melusine... I've been told that the infirmary is always...
Dạ không lý nào như vậy.
I've been told that the infirmary... The Fonta promoter has... Fonta's internal report...
Paimon gets this. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how people get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to assume, but really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet to be named and packaged new font trial, a blood red drink. It's no wonder the company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to they came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that and so only those who proved their stupidity.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this.
Hết cho đúng. Thì ra cũng biết vậy nhưng mà kiểu là mình muốn kiểu theo suy luận một chút ấy.
I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley. You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought is you pay for this.
Ow.
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigeween. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigeween? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional.
Sigeween... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and when Monsieur Nervulet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lenny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulet told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be informed. His Grace knows it too, right?
My dear Sigeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all.
The
way you do things can be truly frustrating. What are you talking about?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving, and I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigeween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You...
I believe I hear footsteps.
Tới đây.
Some space, please.
Chlorine.
Ah, Miss Clorinde. My door.
Fremine. Fremine.
Bị tóm lại.
What is Clorinde doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lenny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr.
I'll talk to Clorinde while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Rồi chuyện gì vậy? Loạn xà ngầu thế.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator.
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe.
Ăn một cú lừa từ chàng sói nhà ta nha.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lenny again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's
Cái
pretty
gì
much
đó,
as
nồng độ
expected.
nước biển
The concentration of... I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any...
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons.
It would probably work on LUheid. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions.
Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since you already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Vãi nồi thôi. Cái đứa này nói chuyện.
Lenny, are you okay?
I'll be...
Are you sure?
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but... that...
I'm back, everyone.
Đây là nhiệm vụ của cha thiệt.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon. Fremine?
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit.
Cũng vừa là lặng về.
Miss Clarande will need a break.
Nó còn ở trước kìa. Mấy cái bài này làm tôi nhớ đến cái hồi mà chơi Fallout 4 vậy. Mấy cái nhạc cổ điển của nó. Dạ mà phải leo lên đó nữa rồi.
He's awake.
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here.
What?
The infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And how do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're...
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
Pipes.
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Dạ, chuẩn bị tới đoạn kết rồi đấy.
I'm in. Seems like... Where could Master Child be?
Đó, thử xem. Lạng đã cầm kiếm lớn vải nồi hợp vải. Ồ.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Dạ, công nhận. Còn mấy cái đó mà thiệt.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Lắp cái này vô nè. Lên. Oh. Go. Chắc qua hẳn chỗ hình như là vậy.
Master Child probably died.
Chỗ này nhìn lạ quá ha.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Hello, Khang SPD.
The traces are gone, but I don't see where he could have gone from here.
Dạ, thực sự là đang ở tù mà.
Wait, what the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on.
Không phải không có miss mà không nói gì thôi.
I should still be able to make it.
Bây giờ đang coi cái cut screen này. Rồi dính đòn rồi. Ta bị rút máu.
I can't die here. This... I have to push on.
Phải Clore cũng ở đây à?
So, in other words, the trail you were following
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't...
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress.
Miss Clarande, you say?
You're still too weak from an... Miss LUNET is right. I believe...
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with...
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to...
Thank you.
Okay. Đi nói chuyện với Risley coi. Risley. Rồi. Oh wow, nguyên cái biểu tượng. Đẹp đấy.
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition is...
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sijuin?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarande. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten? Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have?
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't...
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate child's... Lenny suggested that I had delivered...
Ok, ngũ hành ngủ ngon nha. Cảm ơn đã coi xuyên quan.
I didn't really do anything special to help. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work.
So you were helping Liddy's group would just...
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome...
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former...
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rep.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited...
Me, of course.
Tôi bỏ ra để mời cô ấy đến.
Down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the...
And saving Fremine was part of...
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would... That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That's...
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us.
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer?
Yeah,
even if the truth may not be pleasant? Follow me.
Oh, that sounds something not good. Cái này coi bộ là một lối đi xuống nha. Yep.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Wriothesley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the fortress of...
Đi xuống thôi. Okay, what you got for me?
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Yep. Exactly. Đi xuống dưới. Cái đường mà toàn tinh thể màu xanh. Đúng không? Hình như là vậy.
Honestly, for a place so well hidden, what a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in
nhau,
total.
thường thì không có ai vào.
Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui...
Well,
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole...
Okay, let's see what you got.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look.
There we go.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude
the concentration of...
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration... Yes.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less... Oh.
Yep.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has... If this continues... Soon it will no longer be... Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of it.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built...
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by when the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land. All convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside. Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret deep." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered soul... After many, many centuries, now and again, researchers managed to break...
But now you know every part of that history is...
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says.
If
this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from... Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about... Let's go somewhere else.
Okay. Cái gì nữa?
This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
Uh-huh.
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
Thấy được cá bầu trời chưa?
So I'll trust them for now.
Chẳng biết nữa, không biết lý do gì mà thấy được cá một bầu trời sáng.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin? Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining. Edwin's main areas of research were archaea...
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
What the hell? Really?
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with it.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Oh damn.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Còn nói hay đấy.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Whoa, now that is something. Ok, bây giờ nhìn nó giống Bioshock rồi đấy.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before.
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not...
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by a divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of...
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began...
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy.
Được giới thiệu tới đây lâu rồi nhưng giờ mới có cơ hội như thế. À ra là chị chào mừng Kiều Thị đến với stream của Leo. Và chào mừng đến với channel của Leo.
Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on,
Vậy thì mình cần làm gì? Cố gắng khóa lại cái miệng cống hả? Hay sao ta? Sakura giới thiệu qua. Sao là vậy? Nói chung thì cảm ơn Kiều Thị đã ghé qua coi của bên Leo.
I'll leave you here for now. No worries, but don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw.
Thì mình nói ra bí mật đó hay không? Mình phải khiến lên đây hiểu. Bây giờ không phải lúc.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Kiều Thụy bằng Sơn đó. Tại sao?
Great.
That is something. Bây giờ phòng y tế cái. Cơ sơn là được rồi, ok.
We're back.
Welcome back. Do you wanna...
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you... While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing it.
Must have been Risley and Sijwin.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so...
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijwin...
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself, firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial sea? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meropide.
Ooh, he's good. He got...
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's
Thay đổi
attitude
trước
changed
sau khi đó
dramatically
thay đổi
during the
rất
course
lớn.
of our
Lúc
stay.
đầu là nhắm mắt cho
He
qua
ignored us completely
cho
at
làm
first,
khó.
then suddenly roadblocked us.
Vẫn chưa tìm được.
Why?
Từ từ tìm Toshiro rồi.
I
Không,
spent
cái đó
quite
không
a
phải
long
tìm
time
bộ gì đâu.
thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he
Dạ đơn giản
probably
nha.
ignored us at
Cứ
first
lên
because he was hoping we
YouTube
could find Master
và bấm
Child
cái
for
tên của cái viên ngọc đó đấy.
him. More,
Cái viên ngọc xanh đấy nó sẽ hướng dẫn.
It's not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are... If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself.
You're super...
Thanks so much. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the chain... that can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirm... I don't have enough information, so I have no idea...
Sẽ những thông tin nhấn mạnh về thảm họa sắp xảy ra.
The sea will engulf everyone.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis.
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father...
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably would... If you ever need anything else going forward, though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Lenny when it really mattered.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you're ever...
Aww, the sim... Paimon's hungry.
Oh,
Alright, then we'll catch you guys...
Rồi, ok. Đi ăn tí rồi coi chuyện gì xảy ra tiếp theo nè. Có phần tên toàn của biển từ đầu đầu chết thiệt chứ. Nó kiểu là mấy lớp layer luôn ấy.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijui? And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare You're right. What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like. Me too! Don't forget Paimon! No problem. Just look...
Không còn nhiều vật vật. Từ lắc mùi vật.
So delicious.
Dạ, lò mọ gì có thú vị riêng đúng rồi đấy.
I'm so happy. Feeling full yet? How's delicious? Sijui, deep? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking. You're really good at... Really? Oh, and what... Oh, that. Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of... Although the path was... Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linney as well. You were all so...
Tên quá già làm sao không còn gì nữa làm. Thiệt.
It's just what we do down here.
Nhưng mà cái story còn... Tính ra story lâu vãi. Thấy hình như nó lâu hơn bên Sumeru nữa.
Get a good night's rest, you two.
Tới giờ mà cũng gần cuối thôi thì... Dạ lâu thiệt. Để chạy hết quét rồi mới off hả? Cũng chắc không đâu. Chưa biết nữa. Tính là tới 11 giờ là off thôi chứ. Nhưng mà Nếu mà cũng gần tới cái điểm cuối của quest này rồi thì cố gắng chạy cho hết luôn. We need to end game content more than Spiral Abyss. Exactly. Chắc tới đây cũng nghĩ là cũng được 80-90% rồi. Chuẩn bị đi vô màn chính rồi đấy. Nếu được thì cố gắng làm cho xong trong buổi stream ngày hôm nay luôn. Mất không tạo thêm một buổi stream Genshin. Lần stream Genshin tiếp theo thì làm cái khác. Rất đáng đặt dạ chân. Yeah, sleepy. Cái con mình xuống đây dạ nói chuyện nhiều mà. Holy shit. Con vải nồi cả ngáy á.
Delicious. I'm on 1 seconds for free.
Tôi thấy cái cách nói chuyện này giờ giống như bà Sa nói kìa. Rồi, tới rồi đấy. Rồi, nước phun trào, nước phun trào. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey! What's wrong with these people? They won't even...
They're here! Yeah! There you are! Oh, thank goodness!
Kiểu gì vậy?
We still in Laveroon. Do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong.
Yêu cầu mọi người sơ tán.
Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that?
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up?
Hey!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get a...
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey!
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Đó, hai chàng trai này nhiệt tình thiệt. Nước dân. Chuẩn bị bè. Subnautica phiên bản Genshin. Đâu? Cái gì? Không phải game Subnautica, rap phiên bản Genshin. Ở đâu vậy? Đường này. Đi lộn đường, hèn chi tìm cái cửa nó không mở. Ok, đi xuống. Rồi, tới giờ lát rồi đấy.
They're here.
Just like I said.
Lúc nào cũng vậy hết trơn á. Tới mấy cái đoạn này là đoạn cut screen video là bắt đầu lắc. Hay à. Gà được. Không out ra vô được, bó tay. Đoạn này chịu rồi. Thiệt chứ. Và cái đoạn này nó là mượt. Mình đã không biết vụ gì xảy ra cho đến khi thằng đóng biết là nó đóng băng rồi đấy.
This won't hold it for long. Find LUhet. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Rồi bây giờ sao, là nghĩa là bây giờ mình phải đi một đường dài tới cái chỗ của LUhet luôn á hả?
LUhet, why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Furina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Furina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her. Will do. You have my...
Giờ đi chơi với thì... Dạ. Giờ sao đi quýnh lộn với lại con kia hay sao? Tôi không muốn nói con này nhưng mà con thủy thần sao thấy nó phế quá vậy trời. Thì chứ. Đấy, lúc nào mạnh... Thanh niên mạnh miệng nhưng mà chẳng được gì hết.
The traveler in Paimon? Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly...
Tiền nhiệm với anh Long là thiệt chứ.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Furina meant.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting?
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
I'll let you know.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Furina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Furina simply adores. There are only 16...
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Damn.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right?
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued against ordinary people. My colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course,
but
it's still a bit of a
đúng
shame.
rồi đấy.
You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry.
Oh, and just how do you know?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Meripede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
The Fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. That is good news, at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were...
Cứ gây áp lực như vậy thì mình chưa chắc thắng được. Mình có thể chuyển áp lực từ chỗ...
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate.
Tôi thề con Furina nhìn nó còn tệ hơn cả con bé Naida nữa.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
Ồ, tới rồi đấy.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
I don't quite understand what...
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Đừng về đây, do something! Lại lắc đúng lúc thiệt chứ.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Đúng tuyệt Furina thuộc để Nubinet gánh còng lưng luôn á.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Tôi sẽ ngồi chờ cho đến khi mà cái cut screen này nó mượt lên chút. Bây giờ chơi đón hình không? Đón video không? Nghe tiếng thôi. Bắt đầu nước tràn vô nè.
Day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race.
Damn.
A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Xong.
Forgive me for overruling it.
Ít chiều gì cũng coi được đoạn kết kìa. Rồi bây giờ giải quyết cái chuyện với Achino coi.
Seems like the problem inside.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just at...
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
Wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Marmonia for
Long á, Long thì cái gì Nubilet thì hình như là tuổi cũng mới mất bằng bằng Zombie với lại cái gì con rồng đất ấy, hay là con rồng nói chung nó sao nhỉ? Theo tôi biết thì cái đợt hồi Tây Vát bắt đầu khởi chiến của với lại đế quốc cái gì Karina đó thì có tổng cộng 7 con rồng. 7 con rồng nó xuống các khu vực khác nhau trên toàn cõi Tây Vát, và 4 vị thần ở đây á thì được gửi xuống bởi bề trên, các vị thần bề trên. Thì có một số con rồng là được gọi là sao ta, hoạt động cùng với lại các Archon, còn số còn lại là bị chém ngay lập tức, bị giết. Thì mọi người cũng thấy một con là ở cái chỗ cái gì, cái vùng băng á, núi băng á, là một con ở đấy. Còn con nữa là nguyên cái xác con rồng ở chỗ Fountain nè. Còn đó còn chưa nói đến cái con mãng xà ở Inazuma đó đấy. Có chắc là Lugia là cho tới thời điểm hiện tại là khu vực đó ổn định nhất ấy, nó không đến nỗi quá loạn á.
Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. The prophecies hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Heart have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you, it beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon, how are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time.
Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
Thì rồi chỉ có mấy con rồng là người tạo ra các tay vết, khi thiên lý xuống xử lý mới tách một phần sức mạnh chia ra là các Archon thiên lý công nhận. Hiện giờ rồng nguyên tố thì chỉ mới có mỗi thông tin của APEP thôi, còn Thủy Long với Thủy Long hiện giờ thôi, còn mấy con kia chỉ là ma thần. Thực ra mà nói hồi nãy có Thiên Phụng có để ý người ta gọi cái gì Alexino gọi Furina là gì không? Là ma thần. Kể cả Venti, Zhongli, cái gì A với lại Nahida nữa cũng gọi là ma thần. Dù là gọi là thần đi chăng nữa, thần cai quản cái vùng đất của họ đi chăng nữa, thì về cơ bản mà nói á, là các con rồng khác. Thì nói về con rồng mà ở lâu á, thì đúng là ở APEP có con APEP là nó ở lâu. Có thể là cho tới thời điểm hiện tại là cốt truyện là con APEP là nó ở lâu nhất, nhưng mà vẫn có những con rồng còn lại. Đấy, cũng thấy mình từ đầu hành trình cho tới giờ là cũng 1, 2, 3, 4. Dạ, có 4 con rồng rồi. À không, 5 con rồng bao gồm cả mấy cái xác nữa. 5-6 con rồi đấy. Tất cả tụi nó đều gọi là ma thần, đều gọi là ma vật. Chỉ là ma thú chứ nhầm, thì cũng là ma thần hay là gọi là cái gì? Họa thần à, theo như bên Inazuma nói. Chỉ là đơn giản là có một số con rồng, mỗi con rồng đều có cái nhận thức riêng của nó. Mỗi con nó sẵn sàng phối hợp với lại bên ma thần là các Archon hiện tại. Còn một số thì nó chống đối, thì dẫn tới cái việc là nó chết. Còn một số nữa thì nó sẽ không có muốn dính dáng bất kỳ điều gì tới những người còn lại, những thế giới loài người hay là ma thần hay là các vị thần. Như là APEP á, là ví dụ điển hình của việc là không muốn dính dáng tới.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the Oh, that look in your eyes.
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Dạ, con mãng xà thì không. Con mãng xà heo thì bảo vệ con dân của nó. Dạ. Thì các con trước đó là ma thần mà, thì sau khi một chiến ma thần của những người chiến thắng thì mới được thiên lý công nhận là Archon, mà ở thiên lý nó mới đưa ra cho nó để tách từ sức mạnh từ kia ra. Yeah. Không, nếu mà tính ra nếu gọi đúng thì Morat cũng gọi là một con rồng. Bởi vì bản thân Morat, cái hình dạng ngay từ đầu của Morat hình như là rồng, là một con rồng mà. Mà thôi thì nói chung là có nhiều giả thuyết về bên bên Genshin lắm, bên Tây Bắc lắm, nhưng mà kiểu chắc là cũng phải đọc hết tất cả các tài liệu của bên trong bộ game này thì cũng khá là nhiều ấy, cho nên là mới có thể sâu chuỗi làm mọi thứ được.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinal?
Dạ. Với lại còn cũng nghe tới là nếu mà sau cái đợt Genshin này á, thực ra Genshin này chỉ là bản 1. Sau cái hành trình của Tây Bắc còn hành trình khác nữa. Nghe nói là vậy.
And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The oratrice?
Kiểu là khi mà xong hết tất cả mọi thứ ở Tây Bắc này là bao gồm cả là 7 thuộc địa, việc của giải quyết của bên Caria, cái lũ bên Abyss Order nữa, với lại là tìm cái con người anh em thất lạc của mình nữa. Thì yeah.
So you also have no idea.
Thì sẽ là có một hành trình khác.
Someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the oratrice in the opera house. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an... But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure with... Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
Tụi mày gây áp lực cho con người ta cho đã vậy, bây giờ kêu ăn bánh thì sao ăn nổi, nuốt còn không nổi nữa.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude. You too, Paimon.
Oh, I'm and your children, ma'am.
Paimon will take you up on that offer. Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
Yeah, có khả năng là thực ra là hồi trước là tôi có coi một cái đoạn video là cái bản mấy nha, cái bản sau khi hành trình ở bên Javo IV á, xong Javo thứ tư á là xong, là nó có một đoạn gọi là cái gì, nó có một khu vực gọi là Easter egg, nhưng mà hình như là cái này bị bỏ rồi. Thì ở khúc phía bên dưới cái bản đồ ngân hà ấy, là đó là Tây Bắc. Mình có thể tới Tây Bắc ở Tây Bắc, nhưng mà không phải là mình có thể gặp tất cả mọi người ở đó, chỉ là đơn giản là mình đứng ở Mondstadt, ở ngay trước cái và cái tượng phong thần ấy, chỉ vậy thôi. Ok, bye Misaki, ngủ ngon nha, và cố lên ngày mai thi tốt nha.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly on... it is getting late. Why don't we call it a day?
Very well. Well,
mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss
Paimon's coming too.
Phụ đó. Còn giả bộ nữa bà nhỏ. Quay đi đường nào nha. Ồ, vãi á. Vì một cái sập opera luôn, chết gì.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Uh-huh.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
Tại sao không gọi là mẹ mà phải gọi là cha? Con này không phải là lesbian đâu nhỉ?
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children.
Gọi cha cho nó có quyền lực.
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal. I know you just returned from the fortress.
I like that idea.
Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and ability.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back.
You mean Ridesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip. You are outside of our disputes, and the
Là người tự do nhất và linh hoạt nhất của Fontaine.
Able to move around most easily.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meropide.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
Well, nếu mà không gây rắc rối thì đó không phải là Chao nha.
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it, Mike. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about—
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me?
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver— Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was— It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydro— In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article.
Dạ, có cái mùi đó, tôi cũng có nghĩ tới cái chuyện đó đấy.
If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meropide. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fort—
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on— Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, And I have an additional mission.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front.
Xong chưa?
You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is... I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Of course, that is all just how I feel. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll...
Neverlet, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized event... Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate. So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying... Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? You can't tell us? Then...
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has a long...
Nhưng mà cái kiểu là cái thằng LUheid này á, bởi vì là nhìn vô cái kỹ năng đánh tôi thì tôi chưa có coi cái bên của Furina, nhưng mà tôi có để ý ở bên... có để ý ở bên gì bên bên mấy đứa Archon khác á, Venti, Nahida, Zhongli với lại A á, là cứ mỗi lần tụi nó dùng cái skill của tụi nó sẽ kiểu là phát sáng, cái chỗ phần tóc của tụi nó sẽ phát sáng. Thì Furina hình như là không có, nhưng mà thằng LUheid lại có. Từng nói Fontaine từng có một vị Thủy Long Vương.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... huh?
Please do not be so... Farina? My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly.
Không thì biết rồi, nhưng mà kiểu là có cái phần tóc á, cười vãi. Kiểu đúng kiểu là LUheid ra một cái là nó đánh lừa cái mắt của mọi người luôn á.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you are able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself.
Thì Long Vương đã chết, là người tạo ra mấy con Melusine ấy. Thế này, nói như thế này mới đúng nè. Neuvillette là Thủy Long Vương tiền kiếp của Thủy Long Vương đời đầu. Nghĩa là cái con Thủy Long Vương mà chết rồi mà mình thấy cái bộ xương á, là tạo ra mấy con Lucine á, là cũng là Neuvillette, nhưng mà kiểu là chết rồi cho nên là chuyển sinh, kiểu đầu thai á.
They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching...
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time. In any case, I believe I will not be able to give in the status quo, however.
Hồi đầu là không có tính nghiên cứu về thằng Neuvillette đâu, nhưng mà kiểu là có mấy đứa nó cũng hỏi á, là Neuvillette có mấy đứa nó cũng hỏi là Neuvillette như thế nào. Hồi đầu tôi còn tưởng là thằng Neuvillette là cái kiểu như con công nữa kìa, nhưng mà bởi vì nó có hai cái tóc lai đằng sau á, ở trên đầu á. Nhưng sau tôi hiểu được á, là Neuvillette nó là Thủy Long Vương đầu thai. Thằng Thủy Long Vương nó đầu thai và nó có cái tên là Neuvillette. Vẫn có sức mạnh, vẫn giữ nguyên được sức mạnh của Thủy Long Vương. Chỉ là không phải giữ nguyên mà là bị kìm hãm là sức mạnh của Thủy Long Vương rồi. Tính ra Neuvillette nó vẫn mạnh, nhưng mà nó mạnh vượt trên con người thôi, hoặc là những người có vision thôi. Còn ngoài ra thì nó vẫn không gọi là đủ mạnh để có thể là sánh ngang với là cái việc là các Archon kiểu vậy, hay là thân thể trước của nó.
Take care.
Nhưng mà dù vậy, Neuvillette nó vẫn nhớ được là Neuvillette nó vẫn nhớ được là tiền kiếp của nó là như thế nào, kiểu vậy. Trời ơi, thôi mừng. Ủa, chưa xong đó hả? Ôi dồi ôi, trễ lắm rồi, thôi. Bộ là cái này chắc phải ngưng tại đây thôi mọi người ơi. Tôi tưởng là xong rồi chứ. Xong cái này hết á, chắc không? Ok, chắc thì làm nha. Nói chung về các nhân vật thì bên MiHoYo nó sẽ không nói rõ ràng như thế nào đâu. Nó muốn cho là player tự suy ngẫm ra ấy, kiểu vậy. Giả thiết thế nào cũng được ấy. Chơi phong cách của FNAF ấy.
Now guess.
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler.
Looks like you're
Oh.
Whoa, how did...
She
didn't want to stress you.
Yeah.
Okay, but check...
You meant father?
She said a few things that were...
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she...
Father... Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linny was a bit too proud as well.
Got it.
That does sound like...
Hey!
Are you going to... Looks like it. Excellent. For real? Then... Another implies that you were already... Well, next time.
Còn dạ, 3 người nữa. Toàn chữ là chữ Đó, đứa nào thích tiểu, nó thiệt cho đứa nào thích tiểu thuyết thì tụi nó sẽ chắn sẽ chơi, nó khoái chơi Genshin lắm, đảm bảo luôn. Cái gì đọc thấy bà nội luôn.
Doing all right? Did either of you? We're fine. A few people sustain. Of course. How did Nerva? Miss sure Nerva. I ran into the box. If you're not.
Scott kiểu đúng kiểu ở trong cái gì Scott ấy, kiểu đúng kiểu là móc cho người ta treo lơ lửng lủng lẳng luôn á, không có cho cái gì chính xác được á. Kiểu như thế này ok, đưa ra giải thích ok nó cũng như thế này, ok cái này cái kêu quấn như thế này, vãi đồi thật.
You guys are.
You guys.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape.
Bởi vì là kiểu là cũng không có nói chuyện, nghe mấy đứa này nói chuyện cũng ngán.
I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumble into the carrot. Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him,
"Hey, there's no."
These two. They sure are a lot.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you.
Ok, thì đát ngủ ngon nha. Anh đây bà con ơi, tôi cũng muốn nghỉ ngơi nữa. Có người đang chờ tôi.
Courier?
Yeah, I was...
That's no excuse for...
Courier, Lurvine,
Hello there. It's been quite the mess...
And you?
Yep.
It can be a...
I mean, the
Oh, yeah?
You two really are...
Not at all.
Hợp nhau lắm, thường chồng lắm cắn nhau đâu mà. Nói chuyện với Risley. Ủa, tôi là Risley đây. Hello. Nói chuyện cái coi.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of...
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing.
We're fine, for the most part. Nervalet came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewin's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from
Were the gifts milkshake?
Nervalet got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead. Well, it's Nervalet's own fault for making Sigewin worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewin too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until...
For real? Then we can stay here?
You may access the cafeteria for free. Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for...
Câu chuyện của Subaru vào lúc... Và nói chung là kiểu là không, thực ra cũng bên Subaru tôi không khó để hiểu, nhưng mà giờ đó hơi rắc rối thiệt, công nhận. Content cũng không có thua gì đâu. Content đúng kiểu là mình chạy vòng vòng luôn á. từ trên gọi là gì, từ trên mặt đất xuống dưới biển luôn. Nhầm. Oh yeah, bây giờ mới để ý là cái Battle Pass nó bị reset, chuẩn bị reset nhờ. Mới hiểu đâu thật đâu ảo. Dạ. Và Subaru nó hơi rắc rối về cái vấn đề đó thì.
We're back in our cell again. Sure feel. Huh? How did you know? Hey, it's like there are so many bad things in the world. You're counting Paimon today? Then let's ask Kat. Just our thoughts. The last time we felt we should be safe now. All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Và bây giờ chúng ta vẫn chưa biết chuyện gì xảy ra với thằng Chao. Dạ, bạn 4.2 hình như là mình đánh lộn với Chao đấy. Chính xác là đánh lộn với con cá voi này nè. Nghe nói con này cũng đánh phiền lắm đấy chứ không giỡn. There we go. Hết rồi. Yep, tôi còn một đống nhiệm vụ tôi chưa làm xong, nó quá là khác. Ok, nhiệm vụ của Nivelet nè. Tesley.
It's been a while since we last saw Neverlet. Paimon wonders what he's been up to. Paimon has so many.
Nà, không có dự định chạy Nivelet đâu. Nhưng mà chạy thì chắc chạy sau. Hiện tại lười lắm. Với lại như tôi nói rồi, đến giờ kết thúc rồi. Bây giờ cũng là 11 giờ 45 rồi. Mà trước khi kết thúc phát không đủ để quay. Đâu thiệt chứ. Ok. Ui chờ. Tôi quên mất nha. Là tôi có dự định thế này, tôi sẽ làm một video ngắn giờ hướng dẫn các build nhân vật, thì không biết là mọi người có muốn hay không, và tôi sẽ đăng cái code lên, ý là cái vote đấy. Rồi nếu mà mọi người muốn tôi là một cái video ngắn về việc build nhân vật thì tôi sẽ làm ha. Đó là dự định của tôi. Và chắc là nếu mà nhân vật đầu tiên á, đăng bên YouTube nha, không phải đăng bên Discord. Và đăng lên Discord cũng được. Gì vậy?
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But
Thật ra nhân vật đầu tiên á là Risley.
You're inside the box? Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to...
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that? But...
Whoa, that's...
No.
Just your...
Yeah, nhưng mà khi mà ra thì chắc sẽ lên hướng dẫn của Furina luôn, dù là có nhân vật hay là không. Ok. Holy shit, nhiều thế. Rô luôn nha. Dạ rô luôn đi. Chắc là không dính rồi nhưng mà kệ, cứ rô đi. Được 3 cái rô. Và cái rô là không dính này. Một nè. Hai nè. Ba nè. Cái con quay, what the fuck? Ủa sao quay? Ủa sao quay bên? Ok, Kirara. Ủa sao quay bên kiếm mà nó ra nhân vật là sao? Ngố tàu quá vậy. Yeah, giờ các bạn tôi vẫn ra. Quay Kirara. Yeah, cũng được, Kirara cũng được. Hồi trước là cũng muốn có con này. Cứ mỗi lần mà nghĩ tới cái con kia ra là bắt đầu nhớ cái bài cái gì gió thổi thuốc bay ra sau á. Con này là hỗ trợ mà bây giờ mình cũng không có cây nào là hỗ trợ hết trơn. Ok mọi người, thì hôm nay tới đây thôi. Cảm ơn mọi người rất nhiều đã tham gia buổi stream của Leo. Và ngày mai tụi mình sẽ quay lại với một con kinh dị Pokemon ha mọi người. Yeah. Thôi tới đây thôi, tụi mình đủ lắm rồi. Rồi. Cảm ơn Nga Thiên Phụng, cảm ơn Toshiro, cảm ơn Thiên Đách, cảm ơn Sa, cảm ơn Khang FBI thì phải, cảm ơn Musaki, cảm ơn Khoa Huỳnh, rồi cảm ơn Sơn, cảm ơn Chun, cảm ơn Chista, cảm ơn Hiếu Trần, cảm ơn Maskasi, cảm ơn Jim, cảm ơn Kay. Rồi, hẹn gặp lại mọi người vào ngày mai lúc 8 giờ trong con game Pokemon Nightfall. Và bây giờ chúc mọi người buổi tối vui vẻ và chúc mọi người ngủ ngon. Rồi, yeah, everyone. Bye bye nè.